Right now in Japan, people on social media are talking about African immigrants are coming. JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, selected 4 Japanese cities and 4 African countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Mozambique, and Tanzania as hometowns. But those Japanese cities that were chosen are now receiving many protests. This program is called the Hometown Project. By the way, according to the Japanese government, Hometown Project means connecting local development in Japan with development in Africa and giving people chance to learn from each other. It doesn't mean accepting immigrants from Africa. But this hometown idea was misunderstood as a system to accept many immigrants from Africa. But why did this misunderstanding happen?
Meshida.
Because reports from the Nigerian government and Tanzanian media spread on social media. The Nigerian government announced the Japanese government will prepare a special visa for young and talented Nigerians who want to move to Kisarazu, one of Japan's cities. Of course, the Japanese government asked them to correct this because it was not true. They corrected it, but it was already too late. The statement had already spread on social media, and many Japanese people started criticizing it. Some parts of Nigeria is dangerous and under a travel warning. Why would Japan bring people from such a place? As a result, the fact that some parts of Nigeria are under a travel warning became widely known, and Nigeria's image got worse. Some people even say, can we really trust and exchange with a country that makes such a false statement? If the Nigerian government had stayed quiet, the Japanese government might have quietly issued visas. As usual, this would have happened behind the scenes, like celebrity scandal news. They jumped the gun, didn't they?
Meshida.
Next, about Tanzanian media. They made a big headline saying, Japan dedicates Nagai City to Tanzania. Of course, that cannot be true. Japan would never give one of its cities to another country. The only country our government gives towns to is China. But in a way, maybe Tanzania has joined the group of advanced nations because even their major media can now spread fake news proudly. So, because of the Nigerian government and Tanzanian media, Japanese people misunderstood the hometown system and protest poured in.
Meshida.
The problem is also the name hometown. If they had called it sister city, people would not have misunderstood so much. When people hear hometown, they imagine young Africans coming home, Japan having to feed them. JICA, they should study English again before doing international exchange. Anyway, originally, the real hometown of humanity is Africa. Although most people never go back there in their lifetime. The sad part is that some influencers in Japan with African roots believed this false news. They passionately spoke about how dangerous it would be to accept African immigrants. As a result, they were criticized as racist. But that's not correct. They are not racist. They just dislike people of their own race. The biggest irony is that JICA wanted to deepen international exchange between Africa and Japan with this hometown system. But in reality, it became clear that local residents had no interest in international exchange. It turned out that people were actually more cautious about Africans. JICA should change the name from International Exchange to Hypocritical Exchange.
Meshida.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Now I'm organizing my solo stand-up comedy show, YY Japan, and comedy tour in the red light district. Please check out the link below. So see you in Tokyo!